There we go. Okay, so we are working on our foundational poses for the next few weeks, and we're looking at triangle pose today. So these are working through our standing poses, and this is one that comes up if you go to yoga classes all the time. So we'll have a little look at the technique, and just it's all about kind of front body opening across the shoulders, across the hips. So that's how we'll start. We'll start looking at the hips. So if we take the legs out, and you can grab a pillow maybe for under the hips, lift your hips up if you like. Otherwise, the legs coming out straight and the hands coming behind. And they can come as wide or as narrow as you like. We're going to look at just windscreen wipering the feet. So flexing the feet, we're going to turn them in, and so when we flex the feet, it means the knee should follow what the foot does. So we're turning from the hips, so turning from the thighs, the whole leg is moving in and out, the hands behind to support, sitting up nice and tall, and just seeing how that feels. If, like me, you've been sitting at a desk for half of your day, these sorts of movements, gentle movements for the hips, can be really nice before we start our practice. And noticing as well the imbalances. So maybe one foot goes in or out more than the other. Just noticing and accepting that part of the body's quirk. So we're going to bend the knees in now. So the feet still wide, wider than hip distance, but now flat on the floor. Hands can stay behind. We'll inhale, knees to center, and then we'll exhale, drop them to the right. Let the left hip lift. Inhale, center, exhale, dropping to the left. So we're windscreen wipering the knees now. And again, it's just to work into those hips, release some of the tension they've been holding if you've been sitting at a desk. So move with your breath. So the inhale is to center, the exhale over to the side. And you'll notice you're probably walking off your mat like me. That's okay. It's a little bum shuffle. One more either side. And then we'll come back to center. Bring yourself back onto the mat if you've walked off, and we'll come to hands and knees. So the hands under the shoulders, we'll spread those fingers nice and wide, press the hands into the floor. Knees underneath the hips, hip distance apart, toes pointing behind. And just notice, does your low back want to dip here? Is it rounded? What can we do just to find that medium point, that neutral point where the pelvis is pointing down, the shoulders pointing down, and that back neither arching up or down. Get so pressing the hands into the floor, finding that breadth across the chest and across between the shoulder blades, across the top of the back. Now we'll inhale, draw the chest forward, stretching through the belly, maybe the gaze forwards. Exhale, push into the hands, let the back round, chin to chest. Inhale, looking forwards. These are our cat-cows. Move with your breath. The exhale, push the floor away, rounding the spine, creating that space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, forwards, exhale, rounding. And after your exhale, we'll come back to neutral. And then we'll take our fingertips just behind the right ear. So right fingertips behind the right ear. That right elbow's out to the side. We're going to look for some opening through the thoracic spine. So as we inhale, lift the elbow up, turn the chest to the right. Exhale, let the elbow come back down. Inhale, opening the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, elbow comes down. Inhale. Exhale. This time as we inhale, we're going to send that arm all the way up, maybe the gaze up with it, and then we'll exhale, thread the needle. So we bring that right arm under the left, right ear, right shoulder comes to the floor, and that gaze is over the right fingertips. Now the hips, the left hand comes in front of the gaze, spreading the needle. Back of the right hand, pressing into the floor. Option, you can walk that left hand up and overhead if you like. So we're feeling that stretch all the way through the left And inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, hands and knees. Now we'll take the right foot out to the side, coming to a gate pose. So still in our kneeling position. Right foot out in line with the knee. And then we'll inhale, coming up to our gate. Stretch the arms up and overhead. Exhale, right hand to the leg somewhere. And then we'll close the gate, stretching through that left side of the body. Inhale, arms out, airplane style. Exhale, we're going to touch that left hand down. Staying down here, this is our side plank variation. That right arm up and overhead. Exhale or inhale, sorry. Reaching it up over the head. Big side body stretch. Exhaling here. Then we'll inhale. Back up to center, reaching the arms up. Exhale, closing the gate. Stretching into that left side body. Inhale, arms out wide. Exhale, bringing that left hand down. Inhale, right arm up and overhead. Maybe turning the gaze up. Maybe keep it forwards if the neck feels too much. Next inhale, coming back up, arms up and overhead. Exhale, closing the gate. Reaching over and down that right leg. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, planting that left hand down. Inhale, right arm up and over. Exhaling here, shoulders away from the ears. And then we'll inhale, coming up. And we'll exhale, bring the hands down. So come back to our all fours. Same thing, left side. So we'll inhale, left fingertips behind the left ear. We'll inhale, open that elbow, looking for the thoracic twist. Exhale, elbow back to horizontal. Inhale, opening the chest to the left. Exhale, inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, inhale, reaching the left arm up this time, gaze to the fingertips. Exhale, thread that arm under the right, bringing the left ear, the left shoulder to the floor, coming onto the fingertips of the right hand in front of the face. Make sure those hips are above the knees. Draw the belly button in. Option to walk that right hand, the left hand now. No, right hand up and overhead. Bending the breath into both sides of the body of the torso. Option, if you like, you can start pressing into that left arm, lift the right arm up, twisting the chest, turning the gaze up towards the ceiling. And we'll exhale, bring that right hand down, inhale, lift the left arm up, turn the gaze to the hand, exhale, all fours. Get to the other side. We step that left foot out in line with the knee, and then we inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, close the gate, left hand onto that leg, stretching into the side body. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, planting that right hand down. Inhale, reach the left arm over. Exhale here, shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling up, arms overhead. Exhale, close the gate. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, side plank variation. Inhale, left arm up and over. Exhaling here. Inhale, reaching up, arms up. Exhale. Left hand to that leg. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, side plank here. Inhale, left arm up and overhead. Exhale. Inhale, coming up, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands come down, back to all fours, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Push the hips high. And we're not going to be here for very long. We're not doing many forward folds today. So just do whatever feels good to the body. Maybe pedaling the feet. Maybe rocking back and forth onto the toes. The key is allowing the spine to extend by pushing the weight back into those legs as much as we can. You can take a bend into the knees if you like, bend the hips forward. And we'll walk the feet forward, behind the hands, widen hip distance. Take as much of a bend into the knees as you like. Grab the elbows, ragdoll fold. So let the head go, give it a shake, give it a nod. Back of the neck long, head is heavy. And then we'll press into the feet, release the arms, and unroll the spine, coming up to stand slowly, one vertebra at a time, keeping the head down to last. Lovely. Finding your way to the top of your mat. We're going to take some moon salutations. These are standing poses that we're going to flow through quite quickly. So just listen to the body, do what feels good. They're all about standing postures, strength through the legs, and hip opening. So here, we'll take our Tadasana, so the feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forwards, standing to attention, feeling that lift through the legs, strong legs, neutral pelvis again, hips pointing forwards, lengthening through the tailbone, lifting to the top of the chest, up towards the chin, drawing down through the fingertips. So inhale, lift the arms, and we'll exhale, grabbing the right wrist. We reach over to the left. Inhale, back to center, swap the wrists. Exhale, big stretch into the right side. Then we'll inhale, stepping the feet wide onto the mat. Right or the left foot back. Apologies. Finding our star. Inhale, lifting the arms, toes pointing out. Exhale to goddess. We bend the knees, trying to keep them wide, cactusing the arms. Inhale, arms come wide. Then we're going to turn the feet to the left. So the left toes pointing to the short edge of the mat, right toes in. Exhale, we reach over to the left, bring that hand down onto the leg triangle. So maybe turning the chest, maybe the gaze goes to the hand, maybe it stays in line with the chest. One more inhale here. Exhale, we're going to turn the hips now to the front of the mat, interlocking the fingers behind the back, pull the hands away from down in the direction of the tailbone, turning the hips, the shoulders to be square to the short edge of the mat. This is a pyramid, but we stay on the horizontal or above. Inhaling here. Exhale, bending into that front knee, dropping that back knee, low lunge. With that left foot forwards, we inhale. Lift the arms up, lift the gaze, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to tuck the back toes. Lifting up, we come into a side lunge, Skandasana. So we walk the hands inside the left foot, let the right toes lift up, and feeling that stretch through the inner thighs. Inhale, straighten that left leg, walk it over to the other side. Let the left toes lift, keeping those hands down, the chest lifted. And then we'll exhale, turn over the right toes, drop that back knee. Back to our lunge on this side now. Inhale, lifting the arms, lifting the gaze. Exhaling here. Let the hands come down, interlocking the fingers, tucking those back toes, finding our pyramid again. So the hips, the shoulders square to the short edge of the mat, letting that chest come down, drawing the hands away. As we exhale, release the hands, right hand onto that front leg somewhere, anywhere. Lift the left arm up, triangle. This time to the other side. We open the hips, we open the chest. Feel free to always take a soft bend into that front leg. Inhale, coming up, turning both sets of toes out into your star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. And we'll exhale to the other side of the mat from where you started. Good. So we're going to do that again. We inhale, reaching up. Exhale, grabbing the left wrist this time. Reaching over, stretching through the right side. Left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, bending to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dropping the arms down. Stepping the feet wide. Turning those toes out. Inhale, lift the arms up into your star. Exhale, bending the knees, cactusing the arms, keeping that tailbone long. Belly button drawing in. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms come out, turning the toes to the right, coming to our triangle, both legs straight or soft bend in that front one, leaning over to the right. Bring that hand down, reach the left arm up. Gaze can be forwards in line with the chest or up. Inhaling here. Exhale, we come up, we turn the hips, turn the toes, back toes in more. Interlock those hands. Try to go for the other way, the different way to the floor. Inhale, exhale, coming forwards. No lower than horizontal for this one. Let the hands perhaps lift away from the back. Squeeze those shoulders, open the chest. On the next exhale, bend that front knee. Drop the hands, lower the left knee. Inhale. Crescent lunge, reaching the arms up, maybe the gaze up. Exhale, hands come down inside the right foot, tuck the back toes, and then we let the left toes lift as we walk our chest over to the long side of the mat. Inhale, straightening the legs, walking it over, exhale. Inhaling here, lifting the chest, exhale, turning so the hands come either side of that left foot, drop the right knee into your lunge. Inhale, reaching up, maybe looking up. Exhale, hands can come down, tuck that back toe, plant the back heel, start to straighten the front leg as we interlock the hands again. Inhale, lengthen, open the chest. Exhale, bringing that body down towards the horizontal, drawing the left hip back, right hip forwards. We'll inhale to come up, bring that hand, that left hand onto the leg somewhere, reach the right hand up, triangle. Inhale, coming up, stretching the arms up, turning the toes out. Exhale to your goddess. Inhale, star. And then we'll exhale, stepping to the top of the mat. Well done. Good job. Now we're going to look at our triangle in just a little bit more detail. So I want you to grab a wall today. So I'm going to use my door. Hopefully you'll be able to see, but this could be any wall or door or space that as long as you're sure it's sturdy. So a skirting board or a closed door, something that we can press our heel into. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the right foot back first. And I'm going to bring the whole side of my foot to press into my wall. Then I'm going to walk that left leg forwards. And I'm going to go for a traditional triangle stance. And you can bring your mat with you, by the way. Or like me, maybe best to be either fully on or fully off the mat. I'll fold mine up. Looking for that front foot to be in line with the instep of the back foot. Now, what pressing into the wall does for us is it means that back leg is going to be really strongly rooted and it will stay lifted, engaged, because that foot is pressing. It's always going to draw our attention back there. So with that, we can inhale, bring the arms up. Now you'll find that back arm is right at the door, and that's good. We can use that. So we can press the hand into the door. And then I want you to think about turning the hips. So if you're on the mat, they're pointing the long edge of the mat to the long edge of the mat. So are the shoulders. We're nice and square here, hips over shoulders. Even though that front foot, toe is pointing away from us to the short end of the mat. And this whole front leg is rotating externally. So is the back leg. Actually, take your hands onto the thighs and just feel, take them into the inner thighs and then roll those thighs out. That's our external rotation. That's what we want here. So this is a really big hip opening pose. So focus on that external rotation. Keep that as we inhale, reach into the fingertips, exhale, reach over to the left, bring that hand down anywhere onto the leg. And I mean anywhere. So it could be above the knee, below the knee. If it's above, then we want to keep this kind of, if I'm here, I don't want my arm to be up here. So if you're higher, bring the arm out like it's like you're making a airplane with the arms. If you're coming lower, that's when the arm can start to come up. So this is our triangle. The gaze, the drishti point, typically is up to that hand above. That's too much on the neck. Keep it forwards. And feel for this lower side of the body. So normally we're quite crunched up here. What can we do to lengthen, to find evenness through both sides of the body? Not here much longer. One last thing, take the hand to the tailbone. See if we can lengthen. See if we can stop the bum from sticking out behind us here. Lovely. We'll inhale to come up, and then we'll turn it around. So this time, left foot, we're pressing the whole outer edge of that left foot into the wall. So it's very firmly rooted. The right foot steps forwards, and again, find that alignment. Right heel in line with the instep of the back foot. And this time, I might change my angle so you can see what I'm doing down the coronal plane of the body, so you can kind of see it side on. Good. So here, again, we can imagine we are on our mat if you're not, and we've got those hips, those shoulders to the long edge of the mat. We're pressing into that front foot, pressing solidly into that big toe, not letting it kind of wibble wobble all over the place. Strong legs. And then we'll inhale the arms up. Feel the openness through the shoulders, lengthening through the tailbone. And here is where I'm able to show what I mean when I say lengthen through the tailbone. So lots of the time as we come into this, we come here and the bum is sticking out behind, but we want to lengthen through the tailbone. I'm going to draw that thigh up into the hip socket as we come forwards, like we're between two panes of glass. Good. Inhaling here, and we'll exhale to reach over to the right, and then bring that hand down onto the thigh, or the shin, towards the foot if you like, wherever feels good. Keep pressing that back foot into the wall. And again, see, how does it feel to turn the gaze up to the hand above? Noticing the tailbone. Do we still have that length? Are we sticking that bum out behind us? What can we do to find ourselves between those two panes of glass? And again, maybe even taking the hand into that lower side of the body, encouraging the length there. The evenness through both sides of the torso. So hard here. As we inhale, push into the front foot. Let's come up, and we'll exhale with care, coming away from the wall. We'll shake our legs out. Great. And then we'll finish off, little counter pose. We're going to use that wall again. Bring the hips onto the wall. Feet come away from the wall, a couple of feet's distance. Walk them wider than hip distance. And then we're going to fold forwards. Think about leading with the chest to begin with. And then we're going to let the head go. And you can hold on to the legs wherever you like, or you can put your hands on your feet. You can take a bend into those knees. This is a supported forwards fold. Let the head go again. Let the back of the neck be long. And tuning into the breath. Sending the breath into the back body. Deep inhale and exhale through the nose. And then from here, we'll turn the toes out slightly. We'll maybe walk the feet back towards the door, if that feels okay. And we'll start to let the hips come down towards the floor into a malasana. So don't let them come right onto the floor. And you might want to decide to come away from the wall, or we can use the wall to bring our backs onto it. The hands can the arms can brace against the legs if you like. I'm not going to hold for too long if this is too much. Keep it forwards or keep it higher. And then we'll release all the way down to the floor, making our way back onto our mats. Finish our practice. So finding a comfortable seat, it could be cross-legged, it could be the legs out in front, or the knees bent, kneeling, up to you. Wherever you are, we're just going to find the hands behind the hips, lifting tall, feeling that openness through the chest, that lovely openness we find in our triangle. Bringing the hands onto the thighs, palms facing up if you want to lift the energy, or down if you want to calm, to soothe. Closing the eyes, or dropping the gaze to the floor. Again, focusing in on that breath. And a deep inhale and exhale through the nose. Allowing the heart rate to slow, the breathing to come back to normal. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths here. That's an inhale through the nose, filling the lungs, and the exhale out through the mouth. Sigh it out, make it audible. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one. Letting your breathing return to normal. Noticing at the end of your practice how you feel. How's the mind? How's the body? Hands to heart center in Jali Mudra. Bowing the head in. And have a lovely Friday afternoon. Got any questions? Let me know, as always. I will be back next week. I think we're on Prasarita Padasana, which is our wide-legged forwards fold. So I'll come back. Lovely seeing you both.
Look forward to it, Sarah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gavin.